Hi, Flosstube.
I'm Nancy.
And I'm Laura.
And we are
the Addicted Sisters. This is our brother Marvy coming to you all the way from 1952.
He had to have that Tarzan suit. And silly boy, he climbed up on the garage and told our dad he was Tarzan and jumped off.
Oh my gosh.
Luckily, he didn't break anything, but he knew he was Tarzan.
And we have another picture of him. We're showing you Marvy this week. This one is from 1963. We're showing you Marvy this week because his birthday would have been yesterday, August 3rd. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really get to know him. He died the year that I was born, so...
Yeah.
Sweet thing. Anyway, I got Nancy already. Not even trying. I got her already. So, welcome. This is Flosstube number 27th. Today is August 4th, 2018.
Gosh, it's going fast.
It is going really, really fast. And we wanted to let you know, I'm like, I don't know, just talking. What I wanted to do...
We have things written down, but she's going off script.
What I wanted to do was say thank you for watching, subscribing, commenting. It means the world to us. You know what?
Is that helpful?
Nope, because you're blowing stuff around. You know what? We're crooked.
Uh-oh.
Maybe that's what's throwing me, because...
That looks real crooked to me.
We were like at an angle. Okay, that's better.
We're always a little off base anyway.
That makes more sense, right? We both fit in the picture better. The orientation is better.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, thank you. Thank you so much for watching, commenting. You're becoming part of our lives, and
Yes.
I can't imagine spending a day without checking in.
We always say this, but I never thought we would have this many people.
No. Oh, and that's something we haven't looked at. Because we'll talk about that later. So,
well, I don't know if it's still up over there or not, but maybe I can find it while we're...
Because, we can just talk about that now if you're going to look it up.
Okay.
When we hit 2K, we will have another giveaway. And we are at...
This doesn't say.
Do you not get to see that?
It's views.
Yeah, maybe you don't get to see that. Here we go.
Probably not on here.
I'll still let you tell. How about that?
Should have had all this ahead of time. Sorry about that.
I thought about it and then didn't write it down.
1,872. Woohoo!
So, not very far. Can you do your quick math?
No.
So that would be 128 people, and then we will hit it.
Newfangled math.
Nancy hates when I do math because it's like quick. So
It's
anyway,
confusing to me is what it is, because I learned the old long way, and I know you did too. But with you being in school, it's helped you retain.
In elementary school,
yeah,
I learned all sorts of. You should see how they learn to multiply.
Oh my.
2-digit number by 2-digit number. You can do it with any number of digits. So
I don't think I even want to go there.
It's crazy.
Makes me feel very old.
So, shout outs. Did you watch? Did you get to watch?
I did not get to watch anybody.
And Nancy will tell you why she didn't get to watch in a little bit.
Yeah.
I watched a whole line of people because I was still catching up with my queue. So I got through the end. I watched Stitcherista. I watched one of her weekly vlogs, which is fun because she films a little bit every day and you get to see what she's doing. She's into the diamond painting right now.
Yeah, we've got some other friends who are into that too.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty interesting stuff.
She also did a flip through on the Halloween, the Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue.
I kind of like when she does the flip throughs because I like to see those magazines and what's in them.
And of course, I watched her at the beginning of the week, and now she has like 15 more videos. I watched Susie Reno, who I really like to watch.
Oh.
She's, she is half of Raise the Roof Designs with Teresa Bennett, Kitten Stitcher, Shakespeare's Peddler, which they no longer do, but they were design partners. And Susie just is so calming to me. She just laid back and so nice. She designed the cutest thing for Mother's Day. I was that far behind for Mother's Day, and it says, "Home is where your mom is."
Aww.
And it just made my little heart go, oh. So it was really sweet. I want to preface this next statement by saying I am not a quilter, but Susie showed this pattern for Gypsy Wives quilt. Yeah, I want one.
Uh-oh.
So my friend Elisa was telling me that I may need to wait on that one and do something else first, which I realize because you should look at the pattern. Well, I don't think it's that difficult. It's just that it would be really, really time consuming because it's a lot of little thin strips and then some bigger ones chunked in.
Okay.
So, I mean, Elisa said, yeah, the shapes are fine. They would be, but you would have to learn to be really good and precise with them first.
Mm-hmm.
So then I watched Sarah, the backward stitcher. Hi, Sarah. I love to catch up with you. You're so sweet. You always shout us out.
Yes.
And you just are adorable.
It just makes me smile when she does it too.
Yes. Nancy and Laura, they're so nice. Yeah.
Like, boy, do we have her fooled.
And then I watched the Imperfectly Perfect Stitcher, Heather.
I've watched her a couple times.
I like to watch her, and I caught up with her, and she's trying to fit in videos. The last one is called something like My One and Only Summer Video, because she's busy with her family.
Yeah.
Everybody's home. She can't get things done.
That's
but
good.
She's working on her, I think it's a certificate that she's working toward. And she makes beautiful needle minders, for those of you who don't know that, which is kind of how I found her, because she's doing the Alzheimer's needle minders as a donation item for Bendy Stitchy Michelle's fundraiser. So the words just don't work today.
You're the word lady, not me.
We need to do those warm-ups, right? The tip of the tongue and the teeth. The tip of the tongue and the teeth. I could say another one, but it takes a little longer. But anyway, so Heather said that she has raised a pretty good chunk of money already for the Alzheimer's event. And that was really exciting. And she showed some of her cute needle minders that she has out there. And then I had to go way back, but I got to catch up with Yvonne, the Night Owl Stitcher.
Oh,
I love that.
See, there's so many people that I'm missing because I haven't had time to sit down and do it.
And Yvonne is another one that just is calming.
Yes, she is.
And y'all, you just get listening to her and you just want to get in there and go to Georgia. I'd love to go sit in her kitchen and sit wherever she stitches and stitch along with her. Mm-hmm. She's just lovely. And she talks some about the retreats that she's been to, and she's had some really cute finishes.
Cool.
So she does the same cut in the back that Lisa does.
The little hole thingy?
Yes, and she does hers a little different. She puts a piece that Lisa Clark does, you know. Uh-huh. Lisa Clark uses a, now I won't think of it. No, she uses the... I won't think of what it's called. Yeah. But anyway, Yvonne uses a piece of felt and then a button from her stash. Oh. And it's cute. And she moves that hole all over. I mean, you know, it's like not the same place every time. Then, of course, I was at the end of my list. Why Yvonne? So I started over.
Okay.
And I caught up with Michelle, Bendy Stitchy. I had 2 episodes there, and I caught up with her and loved that. And she's just going great guns with everything. And
hey, Michelle, I thought of you today because you called out my earrings one time. I've got on Tinkerbell today.
I just have pretty purple.
Those are pretty.
They kind of go with the sparkles on my top. So,
but I keep catching myself on your on your iPad because they keep wiggling.
And then I watched Nicole, the Buckeye Stitcher, and I'll show you guys later. She showed projects that I have. Yo-yos, that's what they're.
Takes
Lisa
me a minute,
Clark uses yo-yos, and Lisa has promised to put up a tutorial.
Yes.
On how to make your own yo-yos.
Cool.
So we will we will see that, and then we can try some different things with finishing.
That'll be fun.
Because I did a little finishing this week, and mine is not perfect, but it is done. The one item is out of my stack. But Nicole, Buckeye Stitcher, showed projects that I have in my stash, and I'm like, oh! And she said there's a stitch along coming up for that one. So I'll have to show you guys what it is, and we'll figure it out. Then I watched Crafty Cat. She's another one who, did you hear my voice get softer? It's because she has a nice, sweet, soft voice, and she talks you through everything. And I love watching her. Gulf Coast Julie.
Hey, Julie.
She shouted us out, told us all about her trip, but she shouted us out and talked about the difference between the two of us and what she's noticing with our videos lately. And so
I'll have to go watch that.
And then the last one that I caught up with is Just Keep Stitching. Pam and Steph. I love to watch Pam and Steph. And
They're your girls.
they are. They're my jam. And they had been to, there's a nice senior care facility close to them. And at one point, the city of Cincinnati.
Thank you for moving that hair because I was getting ready to pull it.
Well, that's my bangs are just long. At one point, the city of Cincinnati did or maybe I think it's just the city, did a quilt to commemorate an anniversary. And it's really cool because they hung it out and they invited people to come and add stitches to it.
Neat.
Anybody could go and stitch on it. And I think that it said that over 8,000 people
my goodness,
came and stitched on the project, and Pam was one of them.
Nice.
So it was really exciting. They showed that, and then there was a second quilt, and that was beautiful too. And they showed the artwork in the building, and they gave us a little history lesson in the second one about the Trilogy designers, because that's 3 design companies, 4 designers, and they got some wonderful things from those designers.
Cool.
So, and we like all of them. I mean, it's Bent Creek, Heart in Hand, and Twisted. I always have to think about this. Twisted Threads. Yeah. Then I'm confused now because of Anna the Twisted Stitcher.
Yeah.
So don't be insulted, please, Ruth. Ruth Sparrow, I know that's you. Don't be insulted. It's just that, I get
You want to make sure
confused.
you get the right name out.
Yes. So anyway, I loved catching up with everybody. I got a lot of sewing done this week because I was watching everybody.
Well, you got to get everything done because you're going back to school here before too long.
Oh, shh. That's this
and then
week.
Maybe I can catch up with her.
My stitching is going to go, because my evenings will now have to accommodate both my sewing and my stitching.
Yeah.
So it has been nice to be off this summer and do this and catch all up. So then we're up to our comments and questions. There were a lot of questions about the retreat, and I think we'll talk about those a little bit later.
That's good.
Deanna, our friend Deanna, hi Dee.
Hi Dee.
Said that
she has the same little kitty stitch.
did you bring? Oh, it's in your
my
object.
bag.
That's a hair on my tongue. Hate that.
The same little needle minder that I do. So, and she would think of me every time she wore it. So now I'm going to think of Deanna when I wear mine too.
It's such a pretty little one.
It is.
I love these for decorative purposes, but for me, these are harder to use because there's so much stuff on them.
I think it depends on the design that's on it, because some of them I found very difficult. With her, it just kind of tucks right up next to the kitty.
A lot of times I'll slide mine like right behind it so it's against the magnet. Yeah. Which is really interesting because I use a petite needle and my needle is smaller than the needle minder. So, Edwina Bang wanted to know about the Hogwarts house pattern. I got that on Craftsy is what I want to say. I thought I would look real quick and just see. Maybe I moved it.
Well, I was going to tell you that, okay, I'll say this wrong. Kansas City girl in a Colorado world.
That you got it.
She mentioned that she was looking at Etsy at that design when you showed it. I thought that was fun.
That's interesting. I think because I bought it, it won't let me go back and look at it. But it does say, when I looked it up, it said products sold by Craftsy. You see that down there at the bottom? So you should be able to go to Craftsy and find it. But you said she found it on Etsy.
That's a
so if you go on
type.
Etsy and just look for Hogwarts, Harry Potter, I don't know. If you just go on and look for Harry Potter.
You may have to search through some, but you'll probably find it there.
It says cross-stitch pattern Hogwarts. Maybe search that way. Cross-stitch pattern Hogwarts. And it will come up. Oh, and there are some other really cute ones down below it. Okay, so anyway, I don't need them.
Get off the phone, Laura.
Yeah. I had to get it set up for later.
Yeah.
And
I just didn't want you to get caught in that whirl on Pinterest.
Yeah. And the other thing that popped up a lot in the comments this week was all of your good wishes for Nancy and for my husband. And my husband did get a little job. So
Yay!
he loves it because he got it and he started.
Oh, good.
Like 2 days later.
Good.
And it's just a silly little thing. He's delivering pizza, but he feels like it's going to get him in better shape because he has to get in and out of the car over and over.
And he's out of the house and he gets to do something with other people.
And he gets money.
Yes.
Because he gets his tips. So he gets money every time he works. And that makes him feel... It makes him feel more productive anyway.
Well, yeah.
So
I mean, your self-esteem... When you're sitting at home with nothing to do and you're being rejected over and over and over, your self-esteem just starts dropping.
And I will tell you that it has been wonderful to have him at home, even though, I know we need him to be working.
Right.
But he has been...
It's kind of that dual-edged sword.
Yes. He's been my fabric cutter, my interfacing cutter. He has ironed. He has jumped in and done a little bit of everything to get all of our book sleeves out. And we did a
commemorative box.
Yeah, we did a special box for Harry Potter, and I didn't bring that sleeve with me today. I should have brought it. It's really cool. And so that was just extra pressure that we had to get done and out this summer, and he really, really helped with getting everything done.
Great.
And he drew a map that we included in it.
Oh, very cool. Because Jeff is a cartologist.
No, cartographer.
Cartographer. I always get that word wrong. Anyway, so he specializes in...
Well, in map making, for sure. But this map that he sent, he's done some topographical maps. We're working on how to make those, kind of more fun. But the one that he did for us for Harry Potter is of Diagon Alley. And he did beautiful buildings in it. And he also has made one of Hogsmeade, which I am probably going to... That's the village they go to.
Oh, okay.
So I am probably going to convert it to cross stitch.
Oh, wow.
So you may have Harry Potter patterns from me.
Oh.
And
Very
it's
cool.
cute. It's
Very
cute.
cool.
It would be kind of along the lines of like the Main Street houses, like Little House and that they have done because they're the buildings that he did. When I saw him, my head just said, "Oh my gosh, we need to do this and release it in parts." And it's really cool. And he's done a brick path in the middle, and
cool.
It's awesome.
Cool.
But that was Jeff news. Now, da.
Well, I bought my house, or I sold a house. So then we were, for the last 2 weeks, we've been dying, very stressed, because we were trying to find something else. And
Because you have to get out by
August 30th, 26 days. So we went out on Monday after work, and my agent's out of town on vacation.
Oh.
So thankfully, we got Megan, who originally had worked in the office, and she's gotten her license, and she is excellent. I love her. We went out, and she is such a little trooper. We looked at 7 houses Monday evening after work. And one of them, I was like, what about this one? Can we go see it? I know you didn't set it up. She said, sure. So we took off and went to see it. Well, we had picked 2 or 3 out of there that we kind of liked, but I don't know, they weren't really in the neighborhood we wanted. There was always something. But we were going to take one of those if we didn't find anything else. So we get to this last house, and oh my goodness, I fell in love with it. And you walked up steps, and then you had to decide up or down, go up or down more steps. But you got upstairs, and it was all carpeted, which I like carpet. I don't like hardwoods, which is all through this house and every other house I've ever had. The ceiling in the living room was boxed beams, which is... And then, it had a nice kitchen, nice dining room, 3 bedrooms upstairs with a master bath. No, this is the different house.
Oh, okay.
And then in the backyard was the swimming pool.
Oh.
So, ding, 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 that started really... So then we went downstairs to look at Eric and Jamie's space, and it was tight. They thought they could make it work, but it was tight. And we went ahead and put an offer on this house. About 2 a.m. Tuesday morning, I woke up with the worst stomach pains. And my head was just going, you can't buy that house, you can't buy that house, you can't buy that house, you can't buy that house. They would have to stay upstairs with me and just have their room downstairs. So I called Megan and I said, there's a couple more houses I want to go look at. Let's go look at these. So we did, and I found the house. It's one that Jamie and I had looked at online and really loved, but it was out of my price range. Well, they had a price drop and it came in. So, I love it. I love it. And yes, it has a purple room.
It's kind of lilac. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to stay that way, but it is the guest room that I'm going to use for guest room. Has a nice little kitchen, black and white
yes,
tile
I
in the
saw
kitchen. That. Has French doors out to the double deck. Nice fencing yard, backs up to woods. I'll have 3 bedrooms upstairs. Go downstairs, there's a nice big room for Eric and Jamie and a private master suite. So it is just absolutely perfect. So I put an offer in on that. And I told Megan, we should probably rescind the other offer because, I don't think that one is really right for me. I just don't think it will work. So at noon on Wednesday, I was a proud owner of 2 houses.
Oh my gosh.
The house that we rescinded and the house that I offered for, the second house. And the agent actually got mad because I'd rescinded the offer because they had wanted me to buy it. And I'm like, well, you snooze, you lose. You waited 3 days to tell me I had to find a house. But another funny part is I finally remembered that I had a backup offer out on a third house.
No. Did that one come through too?
No, thankfully.
Oh.
No, we got that
because
one.
then you really would have had a quandary, wouldn't you?
Yes. So we got that one out. And we've been going through negotiations this week. So that's been really stressful because the offer on this house was just plain and simple. She was going to give me this price, no closing costs. That was it. They had their inspection. She came back and she said, I want you to clean the AC unit. Okay. but I want you to give me $4,000 in closing costs. And I'm like, no. No, and my agent talked to you and told you we weren't going to do anything big because I had already dropped the price twice.
Mm-hmm.
The second time for her. Oh, I didn't realize that meant you weren't going to do anything.
Oh.
So, anyway, hopefully she's going to be okay with it and accept the offer and move in. And then our offer was accepted, no problem. The lady at first, though, I offered and asked, my deal, and her agent said, yeah, I got it, and I'm taking the counter paperwork with me because she's an old lady, and she thinks everybody's out to take advantage of her. And I told Megan, I said, Megan, you just tell her I'm an old lady too, and I won't take advantage of her, but I want a deal for my family. So, came out perfect.
Good.
So we had our inspection already yesterday, and there were a few things, that we're going to have to check out. There always is, they give you this laundry list, scares the tar out of you, and come to find out there's only 2 or 3 that you really need to address. So we'll do that, hopefully get that all done this week, and there won't be any big major flare-ups. And we're moving in 26 days!
Woo! So I would lay you odds that the last weekend of August there will not be
No, there will
a
not.
Flosstube video.
There will not.
So we will not drop off the face of the earth, but there will not be a video.
That's Labor Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Labor Day weekend.
So y'all just go enjoy your holiday that week and take some time to yourselves.
Yeah, I don't know how soon this is coming down either. Maybe sooner than later.
Oh, you can just pack that at the last minute. When you're ready to run out the door, you can just throw those in that tub over there and it'll be fine.
I thought my sister knew me.
I do know her. That's why I said that in that tone. So.
And somebody asked about it again. Yes, we had information about this on several videos. This is a twin bed frame that Laura and I found, and then that's just all my fabric draped over it. I don't worry about it getting dusty, dirty, none of that. My cats don't climb the wall.
She plays with her fabric enough that it's not going to get dusty or dirty.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that she necessarily rearranges it. I'm interested to see when it gets to the new house if it will be in this same order.
I don't know.
So
you never know.
Anyway, you notice that the purple stuff is right behind me and all of the blue stuff is right behind her.
Totally unintentional.
But it works.
Yep.
So, okay, we are 27 minutes in, 28 minutes in, and we haven't even talked about anything yet.
Well, excuse me.
I mean, I talked about my husband as long as you talked, so, we haven't talked about any stitching. I did say one little word, huh? Tips on being a floss tuber. After watching all of these videos, catching up with everybody, I think a huge big tip is smile. My husband, he doesn't really listen to it all. He likes the sound on a little, but he sits there and it's going, and he'll look up every once in a while. And when I was watching Priscilla and Chelsea, he said, those two smile through the entire video. And they do, and it's lovely.
They do.
I mean, okay, so I watch Pam and Steph. They laugh through their whole video, but you need to watch that because Pam has some of the best expressions I've ever seen. However, they talk about that they are no drama, that they like to keep it on the positive. So that makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
I think people who think they have to be serious about their cross stitch, maybe they aren't having as much fun as we are. And maybe it's just easier when there's somebody with you. Nancy loves when I get I have laugh lines There's a reason I have laugh lines, and
Oh
it's
my
because
God.
I laugh and smile a lot of the time.
Well,
I
you
mean,
might as well have fun and enjoy it.
our
you know?
brother Chuck had the prettiest little crow's
Yes,
feet.
he did.
Right by both eyes, because his eyes just crinkled when he smiled.
Yep.
And just loved it.
If he had ever had weight on him, he would have made a great Santa.
Yes. So, and kids adored him. So,
Yes,
yeah, that would have been
yes.
perfect. Maybe he was the in-shape Santa. Oh, so next up is our chart rehoming. There weren't a lot of you that responded to this. But first up, we have Peace from Heart in Hand Needlework. And there were only 5 of you. So, the time before I did this all electronically and made sure that we did we did the random.org
Oh, yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So
We went the newfangled way instead of the old-fashioned way.
okay, so Nancy,
Do you need my bowl?
nope, I'm gonna let you just pick. You can't see them, just pick one. Okay, who'd you get?
Rocky Mountain Stitcher!
Yay! So, you are the proud owner of Peace. I hope you're going to enjoy it. And if you will send us a message, then we will get that out to you. Now,
Eventually.
yeah, the other ones are still here. I mean, Nancy's got a lot of stuff going on, so.
I did get your address to work. Now I just have to figure out how to get your patterns.
And I don't know what happened. What is her first name? It's C.A.
Carol.
Is it Carol?
I think it's
Okay.
Carol. I got her. She contacted
Yeah,
me.
I finally saw the second one, I think, or maybe you included me, but it did not come to my email the first time. So try both of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm glad that you replied back on your comment, because that's how we realized that we didn't have your address. So that's a good tip, Priscilla and Chelsea always say 2 ways are better than one. And that made
It really is.
Yeah. So the next one is Autumn Romance from the Victoria Sampler. And this one, I mean, it is just gorgeous. But it is a lot of work, and we talked about it. And I think a lot of you were intimidated.
Could have been.
And we
I
had
was.
one person who said that they want it. And that is Patty Fletcher.
You
So you
brave
are
soul.
the proud owner of this. And you know what? Maybe if I read through mine, maybe we can do a stitch along or something. But I got to get all my stuff organized to do that. Yeah. That's what I meant. Patty and I can do a stitch along.
Oh, okay.
Not everybody, just Patty and I.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the other ones. We'll just set them up there.
Okay.
And we already did this.
Yes.
Okay. I got to get a drink.
Okay. Well, I don't know where we're going with that. Retreat update is the title, but I don't know what we're saying.
So we had some questions. If there are relatives in town, can we stay with them and only have the retreat cost? We kind of have to think through that.
Yeah.
And I know that our sign up starts next week, but we have to get a certain number of rooms booked in order to get the room, which we're still paying for, but
Right.
but in
right.
order to get the room,
At the price we've got it
yeah.
at.
Otherwise, I think it like triples.
Yes.
And so that's kind of a harder thing for us.
Yeah. Because our inclination is, yeah, sure, stay with your friends. But at the same time, we have to make sure that the retreat runs smoothly and works properly.
And, we'll have to figure out, because it may be tight with rooms. We only are allowing the first 100 people, and we might not hit that threshold if we have too many day stitchers.
Yeah.
So what I would say is go ahead and sign up, because remember, you don't have to pay us the money immediately.
Right.
Go ahead and sign up and be on the list. Give us some time to look through it and figure out if,
Look through the contract.
and figure out if we can make it work.
Right.
So something I would like to ask is, and I should be making notes so that we can keep track of some stuff.
We are such note takers.
We are. Come on, my little pencil fell down there. we
In our little books, we have a special book for every project.
so I would like you when you are signing up, I would like you to say that I would like you to note that you're staying at the hotel, or you would prefer to be a day stitcher. And we'll address that, and a day stitcher, somebody who is not staying at the hotel.
Right.
We'll check into that more. We'll see how the numbers come out, and we'll see what we can do to make that work.
Yes. Because if we can accommodate you, we certainly will. You know, we want you guys all to be happy, but we want you all to join us too.
You might miss some fun if you aren't there.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, and I'm just going to write notes of things that I need to put in the comments. Okay, and then somebody said, is the total price $100? Well, the total price that you're paying us is $100, right. And then you have to pay for your room.
Right.
And that brought up another question from someone else who said,
what's the room cost?
What's the room cost? So I pulled that out so that we could look at it.
And the room cost, of course, just like any other hotel, is going to be dependent on various factors.
Okay, so I think I can just show this to you. I don't believe that it doesn't say anything about which hotel it is, because we're not telling you that until we get people in. Okay, so these are the room rates. Oh, I hope that's going to focus. Is it focused, Nancy? I can never tell with my glasses on.
Not real well.
Let me try this. Of course, if I could hold still, it would help. Okay, so basically, oops, and now I have to
knock her off.
Readjust our...
You're good, you're good.
Okay. So basically what it is that you can get a non-smoking 1 king bed deluxe room, and for one person it would be 110. I'm not saying all these nines. 110 for 2 people, 120, 3 people, 130, 4 people, 140. And
then would they take those numbers and divide them by the number of people in the room?
Yes.
Okay. Just trying to help out.
Yeah. So for every person they added an extra $10. And it's the same way. The other room is a non-smoking 2 queens bed deluxe. And it starts at 130 for one person, and then goes to 140, 150, 160 for double, triple, or quad rate. Mm-hmm. And we didn't get to see the rooms because the hotel had ended up being completely booked.
That's right.
But what we can tell you is that each room has a
refrigerator.
Thank you.
Microwave.
I like when she reads my mind and just kind of finishes.
Well, I was trying to go into the room and figure it out.
Yeah. And
without seeing it, I just had to go into the murky hole.
Yeah. And remember, this hotel that we're using, you'll get breakfast included, and there will be what they call evening snacks, and maybe it's kickback or something like that.
That's what they call it.
But
we've heard that there is plenty of food in that for you to have a very nice dinner. Mm-hmm. So, we're planning on eating there.
And
we don't eat like birds. So.
There are restaurants all around.
Oh, yeah.
And I am gluten-free, so the hotel said that they can accommodate whatever needs to be done. Mm-hmm. You would simply tell them that when you booked your space.
Book your room. Mm-hmm.
I think we told you last week that your retreat fee is $100, has to be paid by December 31st by PayPal or money order. After you make the payment, we'll give you the hotel info, and you'll book directly with them. You'll need a credit card number to book, and you'll need the passcode that we'll give you.
That we'll give to you, yeah.
We'll check with the hotel to confirm that you've gotten booked, and beginning in January, names will be pulled from the waiting list. So we will go in and start pulling people off. There will be a Facebook group that we set up. You will not be admitted into the Facebook group until you have made your payment to us. Your payment to us is not refundable.
Right.
Once you've paid it, you've paid it. And then
Because we're going to use that money for surprises.
we like surprises.
Yeah.
The shop owners from Cece and Company, Kathy and Sylvia, are going to be in our Facebook group.
Yes.
And they will be taking wish lists from people, so you can pre-order charts and supplies from them, and they'll have a bag started for you.
Yes, and they'll give us time frame that they need those things by, so that they can order them and get them in for you in time for you to take them home.
And the other thing that's been kind of cute is that a lot of you have commented on our Big Stitcher Sisters.
Yes, I'm so glad you like that idea.
And we've had some of our other local
Laura's
friends. Well, which is really funny because, I mean, I guess that's kind of how I've always been.
You're mine.
Yeah. Even though I'm the little sister. Yeah. But I've always kind of been the person who's like, come on, we'll go have fun.
Yeah.
And I do that wherever I am.
Yeah.
That's just me. I'm a mama. I mean, I've always been a mama, like forever. And so I'm the one who takes care of people. Nancy takes care of people. Don't get that wrong.
I do it in a much quieter way.
I want everybody to be comfortable and make sure you have everything.
Yeah.
So Nancy will sit down and spend more time with you because I have to make sure everybody is okay. Nancy will make sure that you are okay, like one at a time. and we both have our own style for sure, but we complement each other and it works.
Mm-hmm.
So
it does.
Anyway, but some of our local stitchers have popped up. I've got a hair floating around.
I hate to look at your chest.
Nancy's looking down my shirt.
I saw it. I just saw it.
It's like
moved.
here. It's over here. You see it?
Well, now you moved it again.
Okay.
Here we go.
Thank you.
There's one anyway.
But anyway, our local stitchers have said, oh, yeah, I'll do that. And not all of them are extroverts.
No.
In fact, a lot of our stitching friends are introverts who are kind of very nervous about things. And that's why you may get a pair of Big Stitcher Sisters because they need to be, they want their comfort zone too.
Sure.
So
sure. Just like we can walk across the room, but we keep each other in sight.
Yeah.
We know what's going on with each other. You always do, you do that with your friends, you do that with your family. Mm-hmm. It's just the way you handle things.
So the funny thing is that Pam and Steph said that they don't sit together at retreats.
Wow.
And Nancy and I are always together at a retreat. I mean, like she said, we may be talking across the room, but generally what happens is that we get separated across the room and one of us will say, Nancy, come here. Or she'll be calling across me, Laura, you need to see this.
Yeah.
So
we might as well travel in a pack.
Yeah. So most of the time we do.
Yes.
So, and I got to meet a new friend this week in our Kansas City group because we're starting to have weekly local meetings. Mm-hmm. And Elizabeth, it was lovely to meet you. And what's funny is she said she was doing Flosstube and she hasn't been, and she'd like to have a buddy to do Flosstube with. And our friend who has been talking about doing Flosstube?
I'm not sure which one.
That lives in Avondale.
Oh, yeah.
She was standing there with me and I'm like, so they may be talking and we may have another Flosstube team.
Nice.
So that'll be cool. So
I had thought of something and now I've lost it.
Was it about the retreat?
Yeah. It was about, I was just going to say, I think what I was going to say was we have a small retreat that we do here. Mm-hmm. And all of those ladies, I'm telling you, they go to that retreat, all of these sister stitcher buddies. And they really enjoy themselves there. So they're primed for it. They're ready to take somebody under their wing and have a good time.
If they're able to come, they will be... We'll be pulling them in to do some things for us.
So don't be afraid. I mean, we've had several of you come up and say, I'm an introvert. You're making me feel much better. I'm probably going to sign up.
Yes, we really want to see all of you there.
Yeah.
So we put the dates down. I should say something about that, right?
Make sure you say the right
July
dates.
11 through 14, 2019. That's a Wednesday through Saturday. It's Wednesday through Sunday.
Wednesday.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. Thursday through Sunday.
I'm like, I didn't take that day off.
So here's what I've been thinking about. The hotel is offering a few days before and a few days after if you would like them to be able to stay and explore some more. So depending on how many people come early, I may take a field trip of people out to Picture This Plus.
Oh my goodness. Won't that be fun?
So we'll have to see how that goes, but that would be kind of a fun thing, and I could probably get somebody to drive another vehicle and have a couple of them if we need it. But I work for a school district, so I'm off during the summer. So as long as I have all my ducks in a row, I will have some free time to be able to maybe do some fun stuff. And
cool.
And I thought a Picture This Plus visit could be nice, and
that could be really fun.
We would just have to see.
So now I might have to take Wednesday off.
Oh my goodness. And, we could either do Picture This Plus or Heart's Desire.
I don't know. Oh, wow.
That's a hard choice. And they're a couple of hours apart. And it's already about 3 hours to get, 3.5 hours to get to Picture This Plus. So it's not like we could do that all in one day.
I mean, you could, but you'd have to
We would be so exhausted.
at the crack of dawn to get out there.
Now, I'm an early bird, and I can get,
really not.
and I hate mornings. I'm not a good morning person, so I would come and say good morning, and then I would be quiet for a long time.
Yeah, I might be up at 7:30, 8 o'clock, but I don't function for quite a while.
I'm always trying to get her to go early because the things that we go to a lot of times are in Wichita or, Abilene or in Topeka, and it's a drive for us. And I like to get there and spend as much time as possible with everybody. So, anyway.
She can't get me up.
And she's always griping at me. So, you know what I do? I say, but I live right by Dunkin' Donuts. And I take her and buy her a donut.
A cruller. A French cruller. I bring my own tea.
If she's really good, I buy two. So, anyway, that's the retreat stuff. So the thing that we need to give you is the email address. You know what I think I'm going to do, because I told you it would not be set up until
the 11th.
Yeah, next Saturday. I think what I'm going to do is set myself a reminder, and I will make a short video Friday night, really late. I'll make a video by myself Friday night.
Because she's going to do it after I go to bed.
Yeah, she'll be in bed. or maybe we'll get together and we'll make it, and I won't load it until later. But I will give you the email address and any other information you might need. Okay. So watch for a special video, because that will be the thing.
Okay, they are all now like this.
Yeah. We are 48 minutes in, and we are going to start talking about our stuff, right? Oh, look, I'm supposed to do previous finishes first. I'm dying to get to that. I brought a couple to show you. This one I wrote, Stitched by Laura, Fall 2000. This one, I told you that I have a whole bag of shepherd's bush, which is now turned into 2 bags of shepherd's bush. But this is one of the sweet little pieces that I've done, and it's called Better Not Pout. And I love this one. It says, Better Not Pout the Year Throughout, which is kind of hard to read, but... Yeah. And then see my little personalization. Ooh, wow. Mm-hmm. I did it in the lightest color. Well, not quite the lightest, but I did it in a very light color. Oh, good. I'm going to get reflections. So, this is my piece. I don't know if I can just tap that and make it work. We're going to get all of this because it has glass on it. But there's the little Pudgy and the sheep.
It's really cute.
It's really, really sweet. And here's where it said, better not pout up here. And down here it says the year throughout. See, throughout. And then my name and personalization are on the bottom. So that's that piece. I'll hold it back and you can see it back here. Fine.
Yeah, maybe they can.
Yeah, there you go. You can pause this and zoom in. So that's Shepherd's Bush. I love that one. It has all sorts of cool, fun stitches. I think Shepherd's Bush is one of the big reasons. You're fine. I have lots of padding now. I think Shepherd's Bush is one of the big reasons that I like as many specialty stitches as I do, because they always do something fun. And then we've talked about shop models. And I bought this one. Oh, they just wrote who it is.
Okay.
This one's called My Favorite Time, and it's by Lizzie Kate. And when I saw this in the shop, I thought, I don't need to stitch that chart because that's
That's
too
cute.
stinking cute.
That is really cute.
Look at that fun frame. That's probably Hog River. I just love that. And really, I just didn't see any reason to think I could do anything better.
Is that a little mitten?
Yes. And I mean, I probably paid less buying this than I would have for the frame. So
That's true. A lot of times that's the way it is. We were out at Heart's Desire and she had a whole bunch of things there for sale, and she immediately leaned over to us and said, less than what the frame costs. So we definitely had to look through those.
yeah, and you know, if something's on your wish list to stitch,
Why not? Just share somebody else's love.
yeah. And unless it's something that you are wanting to go through the stitching process
Right.
yourself.
Right.
But you know what? Lizzie Kate, I could never keep up with her because she
No.
always had so many cute things coming out.
Yeah.
So, and I still have a stack of Lizzie Kate. So, the next
Or do you want me to do
thing.
this?
Oh, the previous finish. You wanted to do kind of a tip on framing, right?
Yeah, well, finishing, yeah. Because, ooh, look at that. Sometimes you need to think outside the box and not do things the same old way. And it makes it more fun for you and personalizes it. So, I've got this really cute little
Silver Creek samplers.
It's called North Wind. I always call it Poor Bird.
Yeah.
Because it says, the north wind doth blow, and we shall have snow. And what will the robin do then? Poor thing. He'll fly in the barn and keep dry and warm. Tuck his head under his wing. Poor thing. Well, I didn't, I've got it padded, and I've put what I think looks like barnwood fabric on the back. And I knew I wanted to make it a banner, but I didn't want the same old thing. So I went out into my yard and found just a nice stick and put a piece of twine. And I love it. I think it's so cute. So it makes it real outdoorsy feel to me.
In a few weeks here, I have to bring my witch and show because it has kind of similar finishing.
Yeah.
So.
But I just wanted to show you that and share that with you today before I packed it away.
Yeah, it's funny to look over there and not have it be hanging.
I had it on my window. So.
I have a little finish, but I'll show you here in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so I have been dying. Do you have stash this week, Nancy?
No, I do. I have stash at the store.
Yeah. Oh, we need to go to the store because we both have a little.
It's been there a couple weeks.
I've been waiting for this. I very quietly ordered myself a birthday present.
Ooh.
And so I haven't even opened it because I knew I would be dying and I would never have left it alone. So,
Get it?
yeah, I got it.
She's going to get in there come hell or high water.
I am. Oh, and that's nice. The whole side just came right out. Okay.
Is that just padding?
Nope.
Ooh, there's multiple treasures.
I got to make sure I got it all out now because I've never gotten anything from this company before. So this is what I got. It's international.
That's so exciting.
So
Two
it's-
pieces of cardboard.
Yeah. Ooh, we are having fun now. Now I gotta see if I can get that part going.
Can I?
Yeah, you can do that.
Because she wouldn't even let me touch the package.
It's always wanting to be in my stuff.
Well, it's just payback for when you were little.
Okay. Oh, then look, it's in this pretty little paper.
Oh my gosh.
I had to kind of pull it, and then it rolled. No, I pulled mine because then it roughed that up, and I could get it. Okay, so
you just go on and do it.
I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Oh.
Oh, cute.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. I love this. So for those of you who don't know, I love bunnies.
That is beautiful.
I was trying to see.
And the card, I don't know if you can see, it's an embossed card. Isn't
It's
that
really,
gorgeous?
really pretty. I was trying to see if it said who this is from. And it doesn't have a return address. C. Wilmot. I bought this on Etsy, and I've been watching these for a while. This is the one. I mean, this one is beautiful. Yes, beautiful. This is the one that I've been waiting for.
That's gorgeous.
I'm just like, ah. And, you know, if I had to get my own birthday present, well.
Dang well better get what you want.
And, you know, 2 rabbits, but
those
2
are
very different.
cute.
You can hold those up together if you want.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm looking this up. Let's see.
Let me get my fingers out of the way here. There you go. Aren't they sweet? I love those.
They're really pretty. And I'm just quickly looking up who they are from so that I can show you. Oh, come on. They're like the best ones. How come they're not on top? I wonder if it's... that's
Can you
silly.
look in your history or something?
I don't know. Wooden. How about that? Wooden. Widen.
I love it when autocorrect corrects it to something that is not even what you're thinking. Is that them? That them?
This one, yes. It's YWA Crafts. And in fact, there is the one that I got as the purple bunny in teal.
This one. Oh, I can't. Here I'm trying to get it where there isn't anything on your phone. That one.
And they came in like so many colors. You could get green, blue, pink, purple, red, yellow, silver, gold, or chocolate bronze. And I mean, they were fabulously colored things, and they had a lot of different needle minders in there. And I just, look at the cat. I almost got you a cat.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Hey, Vicky, do you watch us? Look at this. Look at that cat. But I'm sorry, Nancy, I decided it was my birthday and I got to get more than one.
That's all right.
Look at this one.
That's cute.
Okay, so I want this one too. Oh man, darn thing. I want this one too. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's do this. Well, wrong one. Will turn me down a little. See if that helps. There's the fat bunny in teal. That's the one that I got.
I like that fox too.
Yes. I mean, they have some great, great things. Yeah, that's better. See that one up there at the top? That's all fun painted. Oh my gosh, I want that. I would have a whole bunny collection. That would be fine. But they have a pretty butterfly. They have a rooster.
A chicken.
Can you see him? Look at that. So YWA Crafts. That's who I bought this from. It's taken maybe 3 weeks or so. There's some silly kitty faces, and look at the round bunny. It's taken 3 to 4 weeks. I don't feel like that's bad. You can get different things made from them too.
That fuzzy
Oh
tail.
yes. There's a big old fat cat or fat tail cat.
That's a sunny cat.
You could probably get him in sunny colors.
He was in here watching us earlier to make sure we were setting up properly.
He comes in copper.
Ooh.
Let me see. Sometimes when you're looking at them, there, you could get him that.
Ooh.
So they didn't show all of the, seems like they're skipping.
Yeah. That's pretty. Anyway.
So that was it. That's my stash. You got to see it live. My live unboxing.
Just went over an hour.
I just was so excited, and it's bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah, me too.
You know what? I'm just going to do it because, you know, I might as well. There he is.
Da, 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 da.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so next up, I'm just going to put that there and it'll be safe then, right?
Okay.
Next up, we want to talk about Christmas in July. So house hunting got the better of Nancy, which is okay. She was still watching and commenting some, and
I was trying to keep up with your all's comments and doing that, but that's about all I could get done.
it was fun. So all we had left, I'm going to move this just a second. All we had left was the 29th was the Nutcracker. And, I was going to talk about that. And I was working on Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful. There are little bitty brown centers in the flowers that are chestnut. I used roasted chestnut. See them?
Uh-huh.
Like 3 stitches. It didn't matter because it gave me an excuse to finish it. So there's mine. Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful. I'm really happy with it.
It did turn out cute.
It was a really, thank you.
And I like the sparkle.
Well, you know, if you're being beautiful, then it should sparkle.
You should shine.
My sparkle is what I used for something silver because I feel like there's some silver sparkle in there. So I did this 2 days in a row so that I could finish it. And that, yeah, I was really excited to finish that. I was going to tell you all, I showed this last week that I had this finish on, oh, where is it? Here it is. On Boo to You from Lizzie Kate. And afterwards, Nancy goes, oh, you did this different and this different. Why, yes, I did. I thought I did 2 things.
Well, your colors are different. You don't
Yeah,
have
we
this.
talked about
You
that.
don't have the spider.
Yeah, that one I was going to say. So
Or the
I didn't
googly
have a
eyes.
spider. Oh, that was the other one. I didn't have a spider, but I have lots of stars in my stash, and so I used it. And the eyes on the pumpkin were supposed to be beads that you make these little googly eyes. And I didn't have that, so I put X's in. I figure that if I want to at a later date go back in and put the googly eyes in, they're fine. But for now, I can go ahead and get this thing done
Yeah,
because
it's
I'm probably going to
cute.
make it a little pin cushion.
Very cute.
And so anyway, that's, you know, there's a be creative tip for you.
Right, right.
Do something that will make it fun. Okay, do you want to put that back in? Because
Sure.
I'll fight with it.
Sure.
Vanna. And the other thing that I have worked on this week, gosh, is my poor little chart that is just falling apart. It's this one, and it is Reindeer ABCs from JBW Designs. A little bitty chart, deceptively small because, excuse me, Nancy, this is how big it is. And I am working over here. I have a tree to fill in. I have a couple more little trees to put in and then some greenery, a little bit of stuff on the reindeer necks there at the end. This should be a finish next week.
That turned out really cute.
Isn't it sweet? Thank you.
I love JBW.
Me too. And the ladies, when I saw them Thursday, were commenting on my fabric and how pretty that turned out. And, you know, I was telling them that initially I thought, okay, well, I'm in a hurry. I'm just going to start this. And I wanted something kind of blue. And this was more drab than I really wanted to go with. But That's okay. I just went with it. And now I feel like it's kind of
It's a
that.
good color for it.
It's kind of that cloudy, snowy sky.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did you work on this week?
Guess what I worked on this week? I only worked like one day, I think, at work because I was negotiating. So, here's Hello Spring.
From Plum Street. We love Plum Street.
Yes. So here's where I'm at. That looks so light, Laura.
You got me to tap us again?
I feel like I have more skin color. So here's where I'm at. I was able to get in. I'm going to fold it in half. The outline on this flower, the outline on this flower.
And you
So-
filled in your other ones?
No, I have not
You're just
yet.
outlining right now.
Yeah, because I'm
Okay.
just trying to get things done. So I've got a leaf and then 3 clover flowers, if you will, and then those other 2 I just showed you.
So pretty. And then you have the word spring left to go,
Uh-huh.
right?
And I've got a couple of these little
Oh, okay.
sprigs that go right in here. So I'm almost done, but
We're
you
looking
know.
at the thing down here like you
Yeah.
guys know what we're talking about, but that's okay.
Okay, like these little sprigs here. I've got a couple that go in right here, and I'll fill these in, and this one leaf, do spring, and that should be it.
Yeah,
That should be
you're close.
Yeah, and I think, now that I've got these outlined, it'll be much easier because, okay, I do like to talk occasionally. And at lunch, we do talk a lot. So,
And this is a smaller count fabric than Nancy normally works with.
yes. So, I'm always a slower stitcher, but this works. This is smaller, so it makes it longer still.
I didn't show you guys. I came to my sister's house today and she came in and gave me this. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? Look at the pretty little handle. Love this. Polish pottery. Nancy knows that I have a thing for Polish pottery. And,
That's our last name.
that was our maiden name, Poland.
Mm-hmm.
So we endured years of jokes. And it's not a Polish name. That's the
No.
funny thing. I always tell people when they start to say something, hey, it's not even a Polish name. If it were Polish, we would have been Polanski or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
So, but it's, this is really sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love it. I love all these blue ones. I know why Nancy had it. It's because it's blue.
Yeah.
But
I have to have to interject here. Talking of Poland and ski, the name ending in ski. We had a guest speaker this week that if you ever have the opportunity to go see her, you need to go see her. Her name is Sonia Warshawski, and she is the last known Holocaust survivor here in the
Wow.
Kansas City area. She is 92.
oh,
She is 4'11".
wow.
They call her Big Sonia
Oh.
because she has such a personality. And I learned more from her. She has a movie that you can go to her site, bigsonia.com, and find her movie when it's going to show different places. But they always talk about the tattoo numbers on the arms. I've always thought that was every camp. It is not.
Oh.
It was one camp, and she happened to be in that one camp. She went through 5 camps, did 5 death walks.
Oh.
She went in at 13 and came out at 19. Last day in, she got shot.
Oh my goodness.
The Armistice Day, she got shot. So she has survived more things than you can ever imagine.
That sounds like it was wonderful.
It was, oh my gosh.
I mean, a wonderful presentation.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something you want to say, oh, I really enjoyed that. But you learn so much, you really do. So if you get the opportunity,
And with the
check her out.
personality that you say she has,
Yes.
I'm sure you did enjoy her.
Yeah, and her daughter
So.
was there, and her daughter's carrying on the message because there is a Holocaust survivors family unit here in Kansas City, and they're trying to continue to spread that message. So
What a wonderful thing.
yes, I mean, especially this day and age, people are so what I want to say, immune to things that have happened and have even denied things that have happened in history. And she's just a walking reminder. So.
Oh, speaking of events from Nancy's work, I kind of blew up Instagram a little bit this week by posting a picture of the two of us. Maybe Nancy hasn't seen it.
I must have missed it.
So my sister got tickets to an event last fall, and she invited me to go with her.
Gosh. I didn't know you did that.
I wrote a thank you. I tagged you. I wrote a thank you to everyone who participated in our stitch along. And this is the photo that I posted. And you guys like that? Well, there was, like a photo booth area. And we took pictures of the lovely gentleman in front of us, and then they agreed to take pictures of us, and we had fun with it. And
it was the Mad Hatter's ball, so you see my crown was a little askew.
And we just had fun, and and it did come out and to be a wonderful photo of the two of us. Oh, you're going to show your other one now, huh?
Yeah, I want to see if I can find him.
So it was fun to stand there and be silly, and it was a wonderful dinner, but the performances are what made the evening so fun. And it was a fundraiser for the Heartland Men's Chorus here in Kansas City area. So
I must have got rid of them.
If you go on Facebook, is it in your uploads?
I don't know.
Because that's where I would think you would probably find it.
Because that's clear back to the wedding, so.
Yeah, that's a little older than that. You're going to try this one, huh? So if you tap you, and then go to photos.
Oh, there it is. Photos. There it is.
Okay. I knew it should be in here, but.
I don't. Can you make it? You can't make it bigger. That's me. Oh, Laura.
So you got to turn the brightness down.
I don't know how I do
Okay,
that.
so just click this off for a minute. I don't know if yours does the same. No, I meant like this. Don't.
Oh.
Mine I can bring up. Maybe it's in, I don't know where you would have yours.
Settings.
Do you have brightness at display? There you go. And turn your brightness down, like way down.
Because I have to be able to see this thing.
Yeah,
So
you'll have to turn it back up later. So then you can just click out of it and go back.
Photos.
It's cutting his head off.
Yeah, it is. But I was with the Mad Hatter.
That was worth waiting for, right? It's such a fun picture. And the guy was just hysterical.
He was great.
So
and we saw him later in the elevator, and he had his wig off, and I didn't recognize him. I'm like, who are you? Talking to us.
That's the
Yes.
So it was fun. And it was a great event anyway. So also Christmas in July, I wanted to say that I showed you guys this piece, and I have to get the stuffing back around. So it's a little wonky shaped right now because I haven't gotten everything shoved around here. But I did a little finishing. I showed you this Christmas tree piece that I thought I hadn't put the tree topper on, and I really had. And I got a little inspired and pulled him out and finished him.
Well, and you did show us what you were going to do with it, I think.
So I used this green velvet from my stash.
Pretty.
And then I bought this cording, and I just sewed it all the way around the edge. And when I actually thought through it, which I'm a little challenged with sewing projects like this. So I started on the top and went all the way around, then made my 2 loops, and then made 1 big loop. And everything is sewn in there. So I can hang it as an ornament if I want, or, this can just set down behind and this can lean. But that's one less out of my pile.
Woohoo!
Makes me happy.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And then some current plans and projects. I've been going through my stash. That pretty bright orange fabric that I use for the Boo to You, I think I'm going to use it.
Oh, fun. That'll look cute with that.
Behind this little guy. I feel like I showed this.
You did last week.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to show again because it's so cute. So I'm going to stitch this little guy on a piece of it, I think. And he's cute. And if not, I have some other little stuff.
And what are they calling? Flying squirrel?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the flying squirrel.
The flying squirrel from Bent Creek. See? We love Bent Creek. And I think that he was maybe a secondary project at an event that I went to with another one.
Okay.
And then I kind of hinted, I was talking to Nicole Buckeye Stitcher, and she showed this piece, and I'm like, oh, I have that in my stash. And she said there's going to be a stitch along starting on August 12th. And if I can find her real quick, maybe I can. I have to turn my phone because otherwise it's way too small.
It's about this big.
Oh, it does. It just says August 12th. I know I got another message from her, but, oh, there it is. Hello. Let me just. Christine at Stitch All the Things and Sarah at Sarah Elliott 73. And she thinks there's a Facebook page also. But this is for Cottage Garden Samplings, right? Cottage Garden Samplings, yes. Peace on Earth. It's Vinnie Tan. Isn't that pretty?
That really is a pretty design.
And that was in the Winter 2015 Cross Stitch and Needlework magazine. I'm not sure if it's come out as a separate design, but
it seems like I've seen it.
Love that one. This is, I have these pieces and I've done through, I think I'm on May.
I was going to say, I think April you finished
May.
it, right?
Yeah, but I don't think I've done this. So I need to get the rest of those done. But this one, just really love it. And the list is not too bad.
That would kind of be pretty with Poinsettia House.
It would be if I do it right, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I could do that same fabric. That's the supply list. So that is not terrible. And I have to fold it like this because the pattern is right there. I mean, it's not a huge piece. It's, where is it, Nancy? There it is. 125 by 125.
Yeah, your most time is going to be spent on your bird in your house.
Mm-hmm. A little bit on that border at the bottom.
Yeah.
But it looks like there's a lot of space in there.
Mm-hmm.
So August 12th, that's next weekend. And if you feel the need to...
I like that door.
You like that? If you feel the need to join in, then get your pattern and get going. Nancy likes that one. There are some great things in this one. It was not just... I have this one.
I like that.
In another one, and I have all the supplies gathered, so I will be stitching that this year.
Well, I gotta hurry up and get moved.
Yeah, when I've been going through, I've been pulling bunches of fall.
Oh, that's cute.
See, there's a joy banner. I've been pulling bunches of fall pieces and a couple of Christmas things as I've gone along.
That one's cute.
I even like this. Don't know if I would do it as a pillow or if I would do something else. I kind of like the soft finishes because I can get them done.
That's sweet. Those
Yes.
are cute.
Look at this. So there are two on this page. Joy and Noel. And then over here, they show peace. I just think those are cute. Really cute.
And they're just little ornaments, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Pretty much. Oh, there's some more.
It's
it's
the same ones.
things.
I can show you all three together there.
Cute.
So it's real cute. And then this is cute. Poinsettias. The positive and the negative with them. I kind of like that. This is not a me thing. I think maybe I got this. I feel like I must have gotten this from somebody. I don't know because I don't ever see this in the magazine. And I don't think it
What does it
says...
say? 26, 27.
Yeah, these are the same. And here, that's why I looked back. It's 24 and 25.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure where
Well, they just show that one little one.
Yeah. They show this itty bitty picture and it's this big. So it's a sampler and it's really cute and I would like to do it. But and the other thing in here, this is not me, but that's cute. Oh, thank you. But that's, you know, that's a cute one. Oh, and then I really think I need to find the magazine before this because you only get 4 in this one. So I would need...
That's kind of cute. I don't know that it's me again either, but it's cute.
And I might tweak colors a little bit just for me, but I really like that. And
I do like them, I think, better together than separate.
the designer is Michelle Lutzen. And I don't know if it says... I'm not familiar with her, and probably a bunch of you are going to pop up and say, it's...
That almost looks like that page is... Oh, it's just loose.
Yeah. Then there's... This is the article about Vinnie Tan of Cottage Garden Samplings. Oh, yeah. The one that Nancy is dying to get is also from Cottage Gardens. And I think I found that years ago when I bought the series of patterns because, yeah, of course I went looking through it, everything she had, and it was just wonderful. She does this Victorian lace table, or not she does, but in the magazine is also this Victorian lace table runner. And it talks about, you only get, you know, this much pattern, but it talks about how to extend it based on the size of your table.
Nice.
So it tells you how many repeats to do. Some cute little ornaments are in it. I didn't intend to do a flip through, but you know, we're there. Look at these cute little stockings. There was a lot in this that I felt like I was good with.
I like that.
Winter banner. Don't know if I would do it as a whole banner or if I would do it all together.
I need to borrow your magazine.
Oh, and look at this. They did the other seasons as well. So... this is an old magazine. I don't know if you can still get these. I'm going to hope that you can because I really want... Oh, I should have been looking. I really want that, that whole Christmas sampler.
That's pretty.
Yeah. So, lots of birds and things that Nancy and I like.
Cool.
So... it's just fun. But yeah, so, and I know I have the issue that this is in, so I'll have to look and see. I bet that was a year before and not just the one before this. Because they must have done just for a year. This is winter 2015. And it's cross-stitch and needlework. And of course, I don't think they're in business anymore, but yep. I've got to do that bird. So, if you get a lead for me on finding this, you can send me a message down below. And again, this is what I had it out for. And I'm going to be gathering supplies to do that.
We are easily distracted.
Yes, we are. Bird, dog, what is it? Squirrel.
Yeah.
That's it. Squirrel.
Yeah, that's they laugh at me at work because we sit on the 15th floor down. And, you know, it's all glass. So we're sitting in either my boss's office or what we call our creativity center where we go in and brainstorm together. And of course, I face the windows. So we can be talking along and, you know, my boss is here talking, really going over things I need to be paying attention to. There goes the bird. And she'll be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing?
Sounds like the kids I deal with.
And I'm like, oh, wonder what they're doing with that helicopter over there. You know, it's just like, do we care? Do we really care?
When I worked downtown, we would stand at the windows when anything happened. You know, like we would see the SWAT team come in to get people, and we saw the naked cowboy one time.
Oh my.
He wears like a sandwich board sign, And then he wears his cowboy boots and his hat and plays his guitar. He doesn't wear much else. So,
Well, I love it every day at 11:45. I don't know why that time, but 11:45, the Catholic Church right behind us plays their bells,
oh,
and it's so nice to hear.
I love
that.
church bells.
Yes, me too. Reminds me of when we were kids and we could hear McMurray, which was over a mile away. It was the church that we went to, and they would play those bells every day. It was really nice.
So I wanted to say a thank you to all of you who did our Christmas in July.
Yes, I'm sorry I didn't play along, but
You played for a while. That was okay. And I told Nancy if I would have thought about it sooner, I would have said something to her sooner. She could have just taken pictures. You know, she could have taken pictures of things she's done, things she wants to do, traditions that, I mean, you could take pictures to make it work. I think Chris Ann took a picture of her beverage one day, and that was her we had a beverage
Christmas drinks.
and she said, and then I just stitched on what I wanted. And that was fine. I mean, the idea was to get you stitching, to get you participating. I ended up following a bunch of new people because I got to see who was out there. And you guys, you did great. You did great, great, great. We talked about whether we will do this again next year, Christmas in July, because our retreat is in July. And I'm not sure that either of us would really keep up with it. And maybe what we would have to do would be to look at it as a photo challenge and not so much a stitching challenge. So,
but we're going to be busy right up to the day we go. We always are, and we've got another one planned in February. So
we'd have to snap our pictures ahead of time and be able to just. My daughter takes all of her pictures in one day for the week, and then she gets things. She even sets her posts up, and then all she has to do is copy them back into Instagram, and she sends them.
Wow.
So she's good like that. I mean, you know, we'll see. And if not, maybe what we'll do is
These young
choose.
whippersnappers.
Maybe we'll choose a different time of the year, and we'll do a different theme.
Yeah. Maybe we do something in the fall.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have
to work on Christmas ornament or Christmas designs then.
Well, we don't have to do Christmas again. I think we may have to do.
Well, in the fall you do. In the fall you have to do Christmas and get ready.
I do fall and Halloween. I kind of stitch in the season, and maybe that's because I have a lot of things on my walls already.
Yeah, and I don't, so I try to stitch ahead of the season.
So, you know, I didn't mind doing Christmas in July.
I would love to stitch Halloween.
Yeah. So I was thinking fall and Halloween. We're doing an exchange in in one of our groups, and I may have to have Nancy draw the names so that I get to play and have it be a secret.
There's no way that I can. That I want to participate because it's Halloween, and I want something new, but. There's no way I can do it with packing up my house and packing everything, all my stuff away, and then getting to the new place and trying to get it all put up. There's no way I can do it.
So
I keep trying to think of a way.
So we'll think about it. I don't know that we want to do one this year in October or November because that's kind of quick for us.
Yeah.
But
and we've got a retreat in September.
Yes, we're going to Galleria in September, so we're excited about that.
Our first time.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll post another video this next week on Friday night late, and we will get it. We will get that up so that you'll have the information and you can start those sign-ups at 12:01 a.m. and get in there and be on our list. Make sure you sign up even if you're. We'll keep track of the list.
Yeah.
And just post, and we look forward to seeing you all. I think you're going to have to run it again, don't you?
Yep. I didn't know you were talking that long.
Well, I was trying to get the whole thought out. But
You ready? Or
Yeah,
you...
go ahead.
All
We
right.
do have those big sisters. We've got all that going. So
Very good.
it should be a lot of fun, right?
I think so. I think we're going to have a great time.
We're looking forward to it.
Yes, we are.
So she's Nancy,
And she's Laura.
and we are the Addicted Sisters. Have a great week.
Happy stitching.
Woo!
Bye-bye.